What's up, everybody? It's Boy Ryan. Thanks so much for being with me. I am your nootropics information divulger. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, if you're watching this on YouTube. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, livecortex.com/blog. Big blog for nootropics information, many audio podcasts for free on nootropics. This broadcast is supported by 4 nootropic and biohacking products. Here they are. All right, number one, we've got a stack. It's called Cortex. It's a nootropic stack, exceptionally strong stack in the eyes of our users. I mean, people just love the Cortex stack. The reviews, like, we're not just trying to talk our product up. Obviously, we want to because it's a good product, but the reviews on it and what people tell us are insane. It's like, I take 2 capsules, I'm ready to work, my brain is on. Way better than coffee or like Theacrine or something. I'm focused, I'm motivated, I'm in. It's a great stack. Anyway, through the rest of this week, we're running a special on Cortex where if you buy one, you get another one for free. Okay, so buy one, get one free on the Cortex Nootropic stack. Just use the coupon code GET1, G-E-T-O-N-E, at livecortex.com. It'll register on our side. You'll still check out with however many bottles you buy. If you buy 1 bottle, it'll just say 1 bottle. But if you use that coupon code, it registers on our side to ship you a free bottle with whatever you purchase. And by the way, if you buy 3 bottles, you get 6 bottles. So you just have to enter the coupon code GET1 at livecortex.com. Okay, so I just wanted to, and we'll explain the rest of our stuff at the end of this video. We got some consulting services on nootropics and some books that we wrote that are stack lists, essentially. All right, so here's the deal. I think what I have come to realize about nootropics and particularly the difference between acute effects, like some people can take nootropics and certain nootropic stacks, and then like that day or like within 20 minutes they get an effect. It's like, oh wow, like this is acute. It's almost instant. It's very noticeable. I'm performing better. I feel better. All things of processing speed and verbal fluency are improved. And then there's other people that can take nootropics or nootropics and not get a response, at least initially. But then if they keep working at it and taking different compounds, or maybe even taking the same stack, for a few weeks with proper cycling, then it starts to function for them and actually work well, whereas it didn't before. I hear many stories of people that are like, like I took 4 grams of paracetam or something, and it did nothing. And then I took 4 grams of paracetam the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and it did nothing. Then I took a day or 2 and it didn't do anything. And then on the weekend or something, I took 4 grams of paracetam, and I could focus better. I had better verbal fluency. Like my brain was kind of a little more fluid. Like I noticed a difference. Why is that? And the answer about the difference between like acute effects when you just start or acute effects whenever you take nootropics, and kind of not getting an effect right away and then having the effects sort of start to build up over time. What I see is that almost invariably everybody that takes a while to respond has some sort of neurotransmitter imbalance, whether it's a receptor downregulation or it's just a quantity problem, like a quantity of, GABA versus acetylcholine, or a quantity of dopamine versus acetylcholine, or a reduction in some of those neurotransmitters. Those people have some degree of, I'm going to use the word damage because it sounds like that could never be fixed or something, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of things going on in the brain can be fixed. Like a lot of things in biology can obviously be fixed. We fix health problems. We fix wacky things that are going on with our hormones. We fix these kind of things. But for those people, I've seen a number of different things be the cause. Some folks took Adderall for like 4 or 5 years, and it fussed with their dopamine signaling, and then, thereafter, like regular nootropics just don't do it for them, and it takes a while to build up, and it doesn't affect them the way that it affects somebody whose brain is basically baseline. And they sleep well and eat well and meditate and exercise, and they just kind of want to get a performance benefit. And I guess there's many other things that could cause that. Other pharmaceutical agents, particularly SSRIs, and particularly other things that modify brain function, will certainly, just because they're modifying neurotransmitter, like balance and quantity and signaling and receptor sites, will take some time for nootropics to start working for them. Suggestions. For people, it's hard, there's so many different situations, but I will say this. For people that have focus problems as a result of taking some pharmaceutical agent, that, you know, they perhaps used to focus in the past, like Adderall or something, and now kind of have bad focus. They don't like taking it, makes them edgy. They're kind of looking for something else to do the trick that's a little more natural perhaps, and just like isn't some strong stimulant. Racetams really seem to do the trick, and particularly oxyracetam. So I've had many people who've kind of been in that situation where they were taking dopamine-centric stimulants, and then thereafter they were like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I want to take some nootropics, got into nootropics. Really nothing worked for them until they started taking oxyracetam. You know, and I'm not entirely sure how that could be, other than you know, perhaps they just needed a jump start on the cholinergic system in their brain. You know, they needed a little more of a release. They needed to tell their hippocampus to start, you know, signaling and releasing acetylcholine a little more. And then everything came back. The focus came back, the verbal fluency came back, the brain fluidity came back, and all that stuff. Equally, I think, you know, perhaps almost equally for some of those people, phenylpiracetam seems to work really well too. Phenylpiracetam is like a very stimulant like racetam. It's strong stuff, and you know, if you take phenylpiracetam and you don't get a response, I would certainly suggest kind of targeting taking oxyracetam, or maybe even another reparative stack like the Mr. Happy stack for a couple weeks to kind of just see if it starts to work over time, because there's probably some damage there or something going on that, you know, certain nootropic compounds need a little bit of time to start working on for you to see a benefit. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I mean, I kind of get a lot of questions about this, so I hope that's been helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Remember the Cortex nootropic stack right now. I mean, if you want a killer focus and motivation and verbal fluency stack that also is stimulant-like and gives you energy, buy Cortex, and if you do, you get a bottle free if you use the coupon code GET1. So buy a bottle, we'll ship you another bottle for free. Just use the coupon code GET1, GETONE, at livecortex.com. Hit apply coupon, it'll register on our side, and we'll ship you another bottle with your purchase. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Rock on. Talk to you next time.